Hey guys, it's me Edgar here to do a Q&A episode 9. This is only two people, which is my two good friends Rin and Tevia. Um, let's get down to their questions and pretty much let's go with Tevia. Tevia, I summon you. Fucking I gotta do that. I gotta do that. Anyway, question number 1 with Lois with fuck tongue tie. Question number 1 with Superman and Lois being great and Stargirl being great. I was just wondering, both shows being great, I was just wondering, do you believe the show? No, and I do not care, and I do not really give a shit. I mean, personally, yeah, Stargirl is great, but how long? I mean, granted, I feel like if they keep their A game up with Stargirl and they really just don't have any crossovers with that show, then honestly it would be great start to finish. I honestly feel like it would be start to finish on that whole show. As for Superman, that show is doomed to be fucked, and I really am cutting all ties with that show. And when that show ends on a shitty note, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I told you, that's a good thing I didn't watch that shitty ass show. Granted, I'm hoping Titans doesn't go that direction, because if Titans goes there, oh my god, I am going to lose it. You will see a commitment just week after week, maybe even daily, just bitching about a certain storyline or bitching about a certain direction. And Anyway, with the Marvel, this is your second question. With the Marvel What If show being successful, do you believe? No, I do not believe it will open the door for Marvel animation. Marvel animation was a failure. Failure, start to finish. Yes, they had 3 good cartoons: Spectacular Spider-Man, Wolverine the X-Men, and Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which was the last one, was the better show out of them all. Sorry, Spectacular Spider-Man fans. That show was great as a Spider-Man show, but as a Marvel show, Avengers all the way, baby. And I'm going to be really completely real with all of you guys. We will never see another show based on a comic book that's from the comics ever be animated ever again. You won't have that. You really just will not have that at all. The reason why I say that is because of 2 main reasons. 1, Kevin Feige really doesn't care. And 2, why would you do a cartoon that you didn't make? Why would you do a cartoon that you would rather have your own show, your own fucking name be watched, and people looking forward to see the next seasons? And that's another thing too. Look, I understand Earth's Mightiest Heroes is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the better Marvel shows right now. But yet again, I always say this, it will forever be the last great Marvel show that's from the comics. And I feel like everyone wants that show to come back, because ever since Young Justice came back, which should have never fucking came back from the very beginning, because ever since fucking that whole trash season 2 came along, why would you bring that trash show to come back? I mean, I would rather fucking bring back Green Lantern or any other show. I mean, like, that's a show that I deserve to watch again. But you know what? No one's going to give a shit. No one's going to care, because the Young Justice idiots are going to gobble that shit up. And honestly, I'm pretty grateful that Earth's Mightiest Heroes doesn't have that. Because if that show ever had a shitty season and ruined everything, and it just absolutely plot holes of plenty, just absolutely destroy every credibility of that show, oh dear God, I am so done. Because honestly, I'm like, I really really strongly feel, no matter what anyone else says. You could tell me I'm wrong. You could say, "Oh, Edgar, you don't understand. You're just too hell bent on afraid that this show could be great again." No, no. It's just the fact is, I would rather have a show that is all new and be safe that, hey, at least my show didn't end it on a shitty note, unlike you fucks did. So no, I don't think it will ever come back, Tevye. I apologize. I really wish, I was wrong. But granted, I could be wrong, and Kevin Feige and Marvel and Disney could, bring it all back, and we can go fucking guns blazing, and nobody really would care too much of it. But I mean, I just don't see it. I really don't. But anyway, thank you for the question of your second question. Your first question, who is your favorite indie character? Oh, you know what it's Transformers or fucking Spawn. That's my favorite indie character, buddy. And who would I like to see a crossover? Well, if it's Transformers, it's Iron Man and Transformers. That's the one thing I would. Oh God, I would lose it if I had a crossover that I would want to buy. And I would just buy that shit no matter what anyone else says. I would gobble that shit up no matter what anyone else thinks. It could be the worst comic ever made. I would praise that comic to death. It would be Iron Man and the Transformers. That is like such childhood dream. Hell, I got a taste of that with Terminator and Transformers, which was, oh God, it was one of the best. It was the best comic of that year. Oh man. And I'm crossing my fingers we get a crossover of the retelling of the second film, and you could do so many things that were, it's just, oh man, dude, the creativity of how Megatron is the cause of Skynet, and oh my God, dude, it would be so good. And you could have the Quintessons go forward, and you could have all this shit. John Connor sends Rodimus Prime back, tells Optimus Prime to fucking. Oh, just give me 1 minute. I gotta go deal with the dog for a minute. 1 minute. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm sorry, I had to go take care of a dog outside. But yeah, I mean, that's a crossover that I would want to have. Besides that, it would be. Actually, it would just be that. I mean, that's just really it. That's the only crossover. And the only come close to it would be Avengers slash Transformers. Or should I say, New Avengers slash Transformers. And it was good. It was cool to see Optimus Prime and Iron Man back to back battling the Decepticons. And oh God, I'm just like, imagine we had an entire crossover with just the Iron Man family, and we had all that shit. We had Ironheart, we have Iron Man, we have War Machine, we have Rescue. Oh my God, it would just be greatness at its finest. Hell, even bring Iron Man 2020. Oh man, it would just be so good. It would be throwing money at me, and I would just be gobbling that shit up. And it would be such a love letter to every Iron Man and Transformer fan known to man. And hell, I would even have Optimus Prime combined with a robot Iron Man mech suit, and they could make this Iron Prime type suit. Oh my God, I'm done. I would just literally lose it. That's the type of shit I would just be. Literally, you just literally hear me screaming of pure joy. So yeah, I would be very, very happy. So if you, Tevye, this is the same question you asked me the last time. Not answering that question. Besides any story being animated for DC, Marvel, which stories would you love to have any character have? I don't care. How's that answer? I'll just say this: DC for me, like if I had to ask what DC story I would like to do, it would be either some with a hardcore adaptation with the New 52 or older Batman stories. That would be the only thing I care about. Hold on, just give me 1 minute. I got to go get the dog back inside. Okay, I'm back now. Fucking me. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just that's how I feel. I mean, I really, besides Batman, it would be New 52 stories, which is probably Teen Titans, hardcore, not loosely adapted. No, we're going hardcore on that shit. Or the New 52 Teen Titans or the new Teen Titans on that whole thing. We're gonna go guns blazing on that story, but that's just really what I would do. Just Teen Titans stories or mainly Batman. That's all I care for. So your final question is with the Eternals coming out, hopefully in theaters, do you believe this movie will be introducing the mutants? Yeah, but they'll probably won't say it until years later down the line. So we'll have to wait and see all that. Now we go to my good friend Ren, which some of his questions are pretty much the same, but sorry about that, Ren. Your first question is, if you have to write any character from Marvel or DC or Image, what would you do, or what would you want to have the title would be? Well, I would have two titles. Actually, no, I'll take that back. Three. I would have Iron Man. I would do Ironheart and Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel and Iron Man would be very connected because they would have a lot of crossovers. Or hell, both books will be pretty much in their own books. Like you would see Iron Man and Miss Marvel book, and you would see Miss Marvel in Iron Man's book. Ironheart will have solo stories, and I would do what Bendis and other writers failed to do. Give her Iron Man villains. Have her face Blizzard. Have her face Crimson Dynamo and Titanium Man. Have her face Whiplash. Have her face MODOK. Have her face enemies that Iron Man has fought before, and kind of go on that whole theme of you're going on the Iron Man legacy direction. Are you going to be taking his reign? And then eventually you have Rhodey show up and guide her the right way. You wouldn't have her be involved with AI, whatever, majig. You wouldn't have her do any of that shit. You would just have her pretty much go forward on her being the next successor as Iron Man, along with War Machine, and pretty much it would be a really cool direction if they ever did that. But that's the type of direction I would do. For Image, I would throw in some interesting storylines on Medieval Spawn. That's the one character I really feel like McFarlane really has a character that's a gold mine that you could do so much with Medieval Spawn. You could have where he was during the war of World War II or World War One. You could have him show up in Vietnam. You can have him show up in the Dark Ages. You can have him show up in so many things. You can have him do stories in the medieval times, more stories that are not just tied towards Witchblade. And if you want to have Witchblade come in, I would have a storyline during the time frame when Sarah was the Witchblade. You would have that whole direction where Al Simmons meets yours truly, Sarah, the Witchblade. But yet again, I would try to make some type of bullshit excuse. Oh, wait, you thought it was all over? Wrong. You got your Witchblade powers back, and you're back to being a superhero again. So that's what the type of direction I would go for. I would bring back Jack, but I would turn him to be back to what he was before he got killed. I would do so many things with Image and Top Cow and all that stuff, but I mean, it is what it is. Only a fan would want certain things. Yeah, thank you for the first question. Let's go to your second question. What influenced you on? Who influenced you on a with a? Oh, okay. Who influenced your writing? Okay, I got what you're saying. What influenced me, or what inspires me? You could say. I got inspired by J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter writer. I really loved her Harry Potter books. Harry Potter has such a great story, and I really want to capture that moments with that type of storytelling. Capture that moments of what a writer could do. Granted, she's a failure now because pretty much she is a horrible doing screenplays, and I'm like, no. Just stick with the books. You'll be more successful. You would get money 10 times. And yet you don't do that. You're a complete total idiot. And, granted, I come to the terms of the J.K. Rowling, the days of her being an author died after her last book failed. So, yeah. Let's go down to your third question. Would you ever do theory videos with me? Oh, fuck yes. Just fucking send me the invite. I'll be there any day. Anyway, thank you for the questions, Ren. And, yeah. Anywho, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video. Oh, Geek Studios, how you doing, man? But yeah, I mean, I'll just say this. For any of you guys want to do any collaborations with me, the doors are always open. You just contact me on Twitter, or hell, if you friend me on Facebook, or if you have me on Discord, which I'll have it down right now. I'll just link it down in the Discord chat. If you could just click and just invite the whole Discord server, whatever you want to come down and want to collaborate with me, I'm on board with you. But I mean, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna do some videos on a new fucking hell, I'm getting tongue-tied out of this shit. I'm getting 2 new games later today, Doom and Doom Eternal. I'm definitely looking forward to playing them. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned for more videos, and stay tuned for more Let's Plays and comic book reviews. I'm going to work on Spawn. There's going to be loads of Transformers and Iron Man and Spawn reviews later this week and next week. I'll throw in some Hulk videos. I'll throw in some X-23 or X-Men or the Avengers. But yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm going to do some really good stuff for you guys. And I'm going to do my whole opinion on my rankings of the entire Spider-Man movies before the new movie comes out. Then we'll decide how we feel about that movie. Oh, boy. There's some videos I want to do with that movie in particular, because I'll just say this. What worries me on that movie is the fact that, one, you have the movie pretty much do the One More Day storyline. And I'm scared that Iron Man's work, that he gave everything to Peter, is just going to be all go away. And it's just, to some people, that may please some audience, but it doesn't make me any better, because I'm like, you're just throwing damage control, or you're just literally doing every little thing just to appeal, just to have Sony do whatever you want with this version that you made, and you're just going to clean house and pretty much get rid of every little thing. And it makes me question, I'm like thinking, so does Homecoming and Far From Home are not canon? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that it's just like, oh man, it will contradict a lot of things. It will fuck up a lot of things. And that's my biggest worries if they go through with this. I'm hoping to where Peter decided to say, fuck it all. I'm going to deal with the bullshit like Tony Stark did. I'm going to take care of my family, take care of my girlfriend, or hell, break away and just run away as far as possible where my family can't get hurt, and the rest is history. Kind of go implying to where to protect your loved ones, either three things. You either make the deal and pretty much lose everything that you got, or B, deal with the consequences of your own actions and pretty much suffer whatever comes. Or literally run away of everything you've done and pretty much protect your friends, but also be a fucking coward and be hated upon. That's another thing, which I could see either or. But yeah, I'm going to talk about that as well. But I'm also talking about, was One More Day misinterpreted? Because when I'm thinking about One More Day now, and I'm starting to see what Marvel Studios is trying to do with that story, trying to make that story look good to a certain degree, because when you look at One More Day, you're like, okay, you having the whole responsibility of Peter's action caught up to him. You're having that whole thing caught up to him, and he has to make a choice. Deal with the consequences of your own actions, or go with the cheap route and play this devil shit and protect your friends, protect your family. I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, I'll have any opportunities to do loads of videos on that. I got to do a lot of stuff on Titans because I'm so behind on Titans. I got to watch episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, and episode 5. And I already see some pictures where Jason is fucking drugging that shit up, if you get what I mean. If you've seen the recent episode, you know who Jason's really doing that. I don't know if that's happening in the comics. Ren, please tell me if that did happen in the comics. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Sorry for me getting tongue-tied. I have a tough time getting the words out when I'm speaking a little fast. I apologize. But yeah. Anywho, stay tuned on episode 10, which I'm thinking about having just pretty much everyone jump aboard, and you can ask me questions, we could chat, and the rest is history. Or I could just do the usual and pretty much give me loads of questions, and yeah. Anywho, I'll see you guys later. Bye.